will see Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Baltimore Ravens taking on the champions from the NFC, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, the Ravens have done it again, champions of the AFC. Remember, they won Super Bowl 47 back in February of 2013, but had not won so much as a playoff game since then.
And remember, Ravens history begins in 1996 when the Browns moved from Cleveland and became the Baltimore Ravens. Since then, as you mentioned, they've been to the Super Bowl twice. Number 47 you mentioned, and they won that one with offense. I think they won that one 34-31. But how about Super Bowl 35 in Tampa over the Giants? That one was done with a dominant defense.
Meanwhile, the Buccaneers are back in the Super Bowl for just the second time in franchise history. I know one thing, they'd love a repeat of that first appearance.
Would they ever? That was 2003 in San Diego, and it was Super Bowl 37. They were the underdogs coming in against the Oakland Raiders, and they flogged the Raiders in that game, 48-21. You know what I remember most about that? John Gruden was the head coach of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, but he'd previously been the head coach of the Oakland Raiders. And during practice leading up to the game, he would play scout team quarterback and tell the defense all the characteristics and mannerisms of the Raiders quarterback, Rich Gannon, and had his defense totally prepared. And boy, did they play well and won their first Super Bowl title.
He'll have a first down past the 40. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl and a long one at that. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead.
Buccaneers.
So a long play for our first points in the Super Bowl.
No doubt about it, and what we see here is something that we saw all year long from them. The ability to strike from anywhere on the field. How about the way they got it started in this one?
Ryan Suckup on for the point after. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. From the 10. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a good return up past the 30, but was it aided by an illegal block or a hold? Let's see. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right. Against these moving targets at full speed, hard to do.
And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Tackled by
the last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 25-yard line.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. Ingram churning. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. Let's see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Ingram again, a first down carry. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because...
And Andrews lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. Past the 20. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs.
Touchdown, Buccaneers.
And what we just saw, very, very rare. We only had 5 of those in the first 50 Super Bowls.
The biggest stage, the biggest game, and we just saw it happen again. Extraordinary.
The defense has been good, and they were good again there.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Caught right side at Snead.
Jackson.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
22-yard line.
The ball comes out, and the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play. They're already trailing here in this first quarter. Last thing they needed was to cough the football. Well, they coughed it up, but luckily for them, it went out of bounds.
Yeah, still a long way to go. But when you're losing, every possession takes on a little bit more importance, doesn't it? And in that case, they almost made this game a lot more difficult for themselves by turning it over. Fortunate there.
JPP cruising in for the sack that time.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Looking into the raindrops, and he muffs it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at their 49-yard line.
From just shy of midfield, Brady buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. Tom Brady flashing the mobility, scrambling there for a first down. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Chris Godwin, 30 yards. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. We get a glance at the Buccaneer defense as they file into position. And for their efforts so far, they deserve a little defensive montage here.
I like that. I like how you recognize what they're doing out there and how much fun they're having, because that's indeed what's going on. Beating them to the punch just about every snap now, swarming, swooping, taking the ball away. This is a lot of fun to watch.
Opportunistic, right?
Very much so.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might... Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Buccaneers have it. He had the option there, decided to keep it, exposed himself and fumbled it.
Yeah, and you worry about the hits he's going to take in that situation. In this case, not only does he take the hit, he coughs the ball up, as you noted.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brady. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. He's going deep for Brown. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Tom Brady with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. But it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2.
All right, partner, one more time. Our whole lives, you put the ball on the 3-yard line, kick the extra point. 2015, they put it on the 15 to kick the extra point. 2016, they said, we're leaving it there. So if you want to fake it, that's a long way to go. And they got it done.
I was going to say they had a 15-yard play in their back pocket.
You don't see that on too many play sheets, do you?
No. Well, the Baltimore Ravens at 5-1 now in 2020. They had to work for this latest win, 30-28. They hold off the Eagles in Philly. It looked to be in the Ravens' pocket for much of the game, leading 17-0 at half. And then things kind of flipped. Charles, you were there. You called the game. What did you see?
Yeah, they actually got it up to 30-14 midway through the 4th quarter, Brandon, and then he needed a late stop on a 2-point conversion to seal it and avoid possible overtime. It was absolutely amazing how things flipped, because at one point I was opining that maybe Philadelphia wanted to get Carson Wentz out of the game and protect him for these big upcoming games they have, starting with a Thursday nighter against the Giants. And the whole script flipped at that point, and they made a heck of a late run. Now, Lamar Jackson had 108 yards on the ground, including a 37-yard touchdown run. They're still trying to smooth out the passing game, but they were able to keep pace with the Steelers, who were also victorious. They got an open week coming up, and then 2 weeks, they get to take on the unbeaten Steelers, and that game will be in Baltimore.
He can run for it, and he will. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
I like his effort there. He got it done on his own, but let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs, because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the 1st down. Here's Sam Cook now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Oh, the return is Mickens. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense.
Now, sometimes those punt returns can yield some unnecessary roughness penalty.
Now, I know a lot of guys, when they run a long way to execute a block or make a hit, they're going to launch it no matter what, and it can often cost them.
Jones with a nice gain there on first down as he takes his forward and call it a pickup of 6.
Peters on the tackle.
On second down and 4, Brady. He'll let this go for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down.
Brings up third down and
now Brady on the bootleg. He's going to try and go deep again. This is caught. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Tom Brady, his third touchdown pass of this first half as his guys continue to pour it on. So on third and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
From just inside the 20, a short kick. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
the Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Mark Ingram now gears up to help lead this offense back out there. He's just been looking for some space. Yeah, I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about him.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he loses the football the second time. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
Retains possession.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Jackson from the shotgun. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's fourth down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Tom Brady leads the offense out for their next possession. And how about the start so far, Charles? 3 first-half touchdown passes.
And that's how you generate excitement on a team. Keep your offense moving at a really high level. And it's also how you establish leadership, by playing that well. 3 touchdown passes, that's the way to lead.
Now he's just open for number 4. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
10 at the 41-yard line.
Brady now on first down. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Brady going to throw. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. The Pro Bowler Chris Godwin, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. He'll buy some time right. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. Flush to his right. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
On the keeper.
early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
A gain of 12 on 4th and 10, just enough for the conversion, and defensively an opportunity slips away.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
A reminder, coming up at intermission, we'll get highlights of this Super Bowl from Jonathan Coachman of the crew in Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Ronald Jones, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And this offense continues to pour it on. And all he takes off with it, it's a fake. Taking it right down Broadway. And boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. And that's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations to them, but it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk-reward is really off the charts. Not in your favor.
Now a hit and a loose football. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by the Bucs.
Oftentimes when we talk about piling on in any subject, it's a negative. In this case, for this team, it's a real positive. Just scored. Now they go down, knock the ball free, get it back. They got a chance to really increase their lead and put themselves in the driver's seat.
On the other side, a little insult added to the injury. They're in a bad spot.
Leonard Fournette, the ball carrier.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
32-yard line.
On 2nd and 7, Brady. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Brady's throw on 3rd down there is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, and now it's 1st and 10.
Do the sportsmanship rules still apply as they did when we were kids, or has that changed over time?
Just straight rubbing it in. You fake when you're up by this margin? Yikes.
I wonder if we'll hear an explanation later about, well, you never know about total points in a game, and, you know, over the season, could that be...
Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady. And this offense is running away with this one.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. A fairly short kick. Now a hit and a loose football.
A fumble on the play. Recovered by the...
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And it's caught. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Tom Brady hooking up with Mike Evans there as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And not much on this one. And he loses the football a second time. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And that one is his 2nd fumble loss. Not a good look out of your return man.
And not only does he hurt the momentum for his team or even change momentum of the game, but now they've got a decision to make on his own sideline. Does he continue to do that? Do you keep him in that role, or do you bring someone else in at this time?
He's going to go up top again. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Cameron Brate in the final seconds of the first half. And this Buccaneer offense, they're running away with this one.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Baltimore with Good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. From the gun, it's Jackson. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Andrews. And we're going to get a timeout. With 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. So we've come upon halftime in the big one. So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the second half.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
The never tedious halftime show behind us, and now it's back to football as we get going again in Super Bowl 54. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now, so as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground and how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out.
Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 6, Brady. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off.
Offense.
Oh, no.
Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
And sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. After the penalty, it's Jones. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. The ball's still a few, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
3 touchdowns, he's got him in the lead. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's Ronald Jones that polishes it off with a touchdown run.
The kickoff for Tampa Bay.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Take over 1st and 10. At their
and now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now 2nd and 11 from the 32.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
To throw is Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Complete.
Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Here's Mickens to return. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Their own 29-yard
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. They can't tackle him. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones with a record 4th Super Bowl touchdown tonight. And the Bucs offense continuing to pour it on. Now, you talk about the dominating rushing performances that you and I have seen together. This has got to be right up there. His 4th touchdown run of the game and another long one to boot.
And I don't need to ask for a witness because you're right here with me. We are watching this, and we're watching such a performance that it's demoralizing for anyone on defense. You know, it starts out...
Now a hit and a loose football. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way.
touchdown.
So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that will extend this big lead.
Ravens, nothing.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Not much leg here. Fields this at the 24-yard line. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position.
36-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a 3rd down.
6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41.
Jackson on the
He loses 4, and it brings up 4.
For the Ravens.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Oh, jumping over. Good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. 2nd and 11. Now Brady, they'll roll him out right. Looking down, and that's caught inside the 35. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Chris Godwin with his third touchdown of this Super Bowl. And this Buccaneer offense is running away with this one. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweat.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Chris Godwin with a record 4th Super Bowl touchdown tonight as his guys continue to pour it on.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Succop for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Returning it, Justice Hill. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
At their own 32-yard line.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Rolling to his right. Now Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Following the fumble recovery, Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 23 yards on the play.
First and goal at the
right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. And now he's going to use his legs. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as he'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
Here's Sam Cook now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Rush comes, and he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result this time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try to score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
Extra point try now for Succop. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Well, not only did they block it, the awareness to go and grab it and then take it into the end zone for 6 points.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi Trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive, first and 10. Jackson and the Ravens come up now, first and 10 at their own 23. He'll set up to throw from the gun. And his throw here's incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And that'll bring up second down. Incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on second and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. The offense on third down tonight, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he goes out right around the 39. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down. On first and 10, it's Jackson. The 20, 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
I know a lot of people look at these games and think, all right, this thing's done. Let's have some sportsmanship. Let's not try and score. You should never do that in the NFL. I've seen big leads blown, and teams that look like they had a victory, all of a sudden we're going home with a loss.
Succop for the extra point. And it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on.
Looking into the raindrops, and he muffs it. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their Super Bowl hopes are dwindling here in the fourth. That AFC crown from 2 weeks ago starting to seem like... And Andrews lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And some room to work. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. And what we just saw, very, very rare. We only had 5 of those in the first 50 Super Bowls.
The biggest stage, the biggest game, and we just saw it happen again. Extraordinary.
The defense has been good, and they were good again there. From way up at the 23. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position.
At their own 36-yard line.
Our eyes shift to the defense of the Buccaneers now. And they had the fumble return for a touchdown, and boom, they're right back out there again.
And you hear so many people talk about opportunistic defenses in today's football. Well, they make their own breaks because they work at it all the time. We've been in the...
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield.
Jackson's pass.
And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 45 yards. And the Ravens, they claw one back. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no zero. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. And a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball. And he will get back to at least cover this. Certainly a sigh of relief there. But his offense going to be set up deep in their own territory now. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10.
Leonard Fournette.
Some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5. Again, it's Fournette.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means
it's a foot race. 30. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
And, Brandon, this is where it pays to have a big back who can take over a football game, especially in the 4th quarter when you've got the lead, your ability to not just wear people down, but close games out.
Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's 2nd down. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Steps away to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep. Back over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Eluding the pressure right. Looking downfield for Godwin. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first. But at least it's 4th down.
Sets up 4th down.
Brady going to go on 4th down.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get high.
A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Matthew Judon in there to take him down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers have won the Super Bowl, and they will hoist the Lombardi Trophy to cap an amazing season. For the victors getting to hoist that Lombardi Trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. But the accomplishment, forever.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. What a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.